for you to get your ass kicked. The way they got their ass kicked yesterday. And that was an ass kicking, okay? You got to respond to that.
Vegas tonight, Jack.
Well, what we know now is he's going to end up in jail. Floyd Mayweather, up until now, has avoided jail time like he's avoided punches in the ring. But jail is where he's headed, a Las Vegas judge.
Newly unsealed court documents have allegedly revealed that Floyd Mayweather was the mastermind behind a staggering $42 million fraud scheme. The explosive details emerged as part of an ongoing federal investigation, pointing to Mayweather's alleged
Floyd Mayweather Jr., 10 ounce, 174, 53X. I show the reports that I have indicate that Mr. Mayweather has fully complied with court orders from January. I show that he's completed 21 out of 54 classes. I would even note on Mr. Mayweather's behalf that on a day when I excused his presence from class, he attended anyway on the day of the spike.
involvement in orchestrating a complex web of financial deception involving shell companies, falsified investments, and high-level accomplices. According to alleged reports, Mayweather has already appeared in court to address the serious allegations. And legal experts suggest that he could be facing significant jail time. Mayweather Jr., the undefeated boxing legend, has made headlines with a significant real estate investment in New York City in October 2024.
There's a flex happening with Floyd Mayweather that we were all cheering and congratulating him from, but we might need to put a pin in that as some evidence comes forward that things may not be how they seem. So a couple weeks back, I talked about it here on the show. Floyd Mayweather said he dropped $402 million on 62 Manhattan rental buildings. But Business Insider went and did the research. They did their Googles, and they said they couldn't find any receipts that this is true. There were no deed transfers, no public records, nothing. They made some phone calls to owners, and they could not find any information regarding this transaction. Floyd has gone on interviews and discussed it. You know, of course, 50 Cent dropped in with his troll thing and put the interview up and the information about it and said he bought them in his imagination. Same place he read all those Harry Potter books, because 50 gone 50. My question is, does Floyd, was he swindled in some sort of business deal? Was this just...
Mayweather entered into a contract to purchase over 60 affordable housing buildings in Upper Manhattan for approximately $42 million. This acquisition includes more than 1,000 apartment units and is considered one of the largest multifamily transactions in the city in recent years.
Yeah, okay, I figured.
Yeah. And on a point like this, because all of them, we're in New York City right now, we're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on. All the scrawny mans. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started. He's collecting rent, hustlers. You know how much rent that is? And guess what? I don't know his paperwork, but obviously if you spent that much in real estate, it looks like he spent it in one shot, but even if he didn't, but usually he did. And if he dealt with the same person, you get a deal, right? So through these deals, he's making money. It's definitely an income situation. They're all apartments. It's not a commercial building. They're all apartment buildings, which are commercial, but they're apartments. So guess what? $402 million in real estate. Hey, he's $500 million in real estate just off apartment.
Mayweather emphasized that he owns the properties outright without any partners and aims to provide affordable housing to families in need. The buildings previously owned by Black Spruce Management benefit from Article Dwent tax exemptions, encouraging long-term affordability. In addition to this deal, Mayweather has made other significant investments in the real estate sector.
Floyd Mayweather is on an absolute real estate buying spree. I'm honestly having kind of a hard time keeping up with all this. Just listen to some of these headlines. All of these were posted just in the last 8 days alone. Floyd Mayweather lands $402 million deal to buy over 60 buildings in New York City. Mayweather puts $100 million in $3 billion JV. Mayweather buying a stake in former Versace mansion in Miami Beach. I knew this guy was rich, and it's no secret that he's been doing some big real estate deals lately, but he's absolutely on a roll right now. Different sources give different numbers, but Floyd's net worth is estimated to be as high as $1.5 billion, which makes him one of the wealthiest athletes.
He has invested in a $10 billion office portfolio managed by 601 companies, which includes properties like the AON Center and the old post office building in Chicago. These moves reflect Mayweather's commitment to building a diverse and impactful real estate empire. Mayweather Jr. has long been celebrated for his immense wealth, reportedly earning over $1.
Does Floyd Mayweather, is he as rich as we think he is?
No.
So when we see the $1 million in the bag,
that money, light money, like he can get his hands on that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you can't,
I need some of that light money then. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Anytime like that, look, he is who he is. You
Right.
can't discredit who he is. Like, and again, I'll tell you, like, I don't mind, you know, telling the truth.
$5 billion throughout his boxing career. However, critics, including rapper 50 Cent, have questioned the sustainability of Mayweather's fortune in a 2020 interview. 50 Cent claimed that Mayweather's lavish lifestyle has depleted his funds, suggesting that he is not as rich as we think. Does Floyd Mayweather? Is he as rich as we think he is? No.
How much is it?
$1.8 million.
$1.8 million watch.
$1.8 million, dude?
You're the first to see it.
That's insane. That
1.8 is high. 18 life.
that happy birthday, champ.
That's how we doing.
1 point. That is sick, dude.
But you gotta show money statement.
Money green.
No, hold on. This watch was made specifically for the champ, Floyd Money Mayweather. 101 piece.
One of one.
Money team.
Can we see it on him?
Yes, sir.
That one of one. $1.8 million.
I think it's a one of one. I love that.
So when we see the $1 million in the bag, that money, light money, like he can get his hands on that, right? You know what I'm saying? Like I need some of that light money. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Anytime. Like that, look, he is who he is. You can't discredit who he is. Like, and again, I'll tell you, like, I don't mind, you know, telling the truth in situations like this, okay? Further, scrutiny reveals that Mayweather's actual earnings are significantly lower than his claims.
I believe that Floyd Mayweather has gone completely broke. And not just broke, but millions and millions of dollars in debt. And I know it sounds crazy to some of you out there, but trust me, I have legitimate proof. Watch this.
He asked me to help him, so I could stop them from using TMT as their logo right now. Because
you wouldn't do that because y'all cool again.
Yeah, I'm just not chasing it. But to be honest with you, I incorporated TMT in Delaware while he was incarcerated. Because he didn't sign the paper doesn't mean the corporation is invalid. So I could actually, technically it trademarks the term of it because his entire corporation is built on it. So I could tell you, you can't have TMT socks. You can't have that TMT shirt you got on. He don't understand that because he's just not. I just said it and he won't be able to figure out that I could do that.
Damn, you and this guy, man. I thought y'all was good again.
We are good. I just don't understand why he having the conversation. How am I coming up with the conversation? I don't even care about what they're doing.
So there's still some steady.
No, it only happens when it's time.
Got it.
It's time to build some type of energy or some sort of press. Right. It's time to make a fight, and then that happens.
So through the BX Fight Club, you met someone,
Isaac, right? Because they had to legalize it on paper to turn it into like a dark show, like when they don't have television involved with a boxing event. Even Floyd, when you make yourself like we got issues over here, he's still the best fighter out there. Until somebody beat him, that's who he is.
Do you think he should step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
So the money's really gone?
Yeah, that's what you think. It's get the money, spend the money.
All that money.
And it took.
For instance, his earnings from certain fights were closer to $60 million, not the $350 million he often boasts about. This pattern of exaggeration raises concerns about the authenticity of his wealth and suggests a facade maintained to uphold his public persona. Despite these claims, Mayweather continues to showcase his wealth through extravagant purchases such as a $13 million Super Bowl suite, and asserts his financial stability. Mayweather has flaunted his riches for years. One of the most famous examples is his $1.
Frank's come out with a bit of a mad statement, and he said that Floyd Mayweather has been held captive in Dubai because he owes people money and he can't pay them, or won't pay them, one or the other. Before I carry on, please hit that follow button if you haven't already. We're on a mission to get to 10k. Now for me, the idea that one of the richest men in the world cannot pay somebody in Dubai is a bit mad. However, Tank Davis has come out and said ask Floyd to go live right now, and he can't. Which is a fair point, and knowing how Mayweather's ego is, if it was possible for him to go live, he would be responding to this straight off the bat. Now that being said, it wasn't that long ago since we saw that video call between him and Bill Haney on the internet. So whether this is true or not, I do not know. It could just be Tank throwing shots at Floyd Mayweather, because I know that that relationship has been a little bit ropey in the last few years. But you never know, especially with somebody like Mayweather, who sometimes comes across with a bit of a god complex. Maybe he's just tried screwing the wrong people. But let me know what you guys think to this. Do you think that Floyd Mayweather has been held captive in Dubai? Or do you think this is just Tank Davis stirring up some stuff? Let me know in the comments. As always, like, a favourite, save a share, all appreciated. Please hit that follow button if you haven't already. We're on a mission to get to 10k.
$8 million watch, an absurd flex that shocked even the most seasoned celebrities. From Bugattis to private jets, his life was an endless stream of excess. But now, those same displays of wealth are being re-examined under a different light. Floyd had spent recklessly on everything from jewelry to gambling, and eventually found himself broke, according to 50. Mayweather's return to fighting YouTubers was not a choice, it was a need. He needed money, and now he was risking his legacy to get it.